What's up? Trying to get out of here, follow my navigational device while I make another video. This video I want to talk about just nothing in particular. Well, I want to talk about something. I want to get some feedback from some people that may have, have come through some of the stuff. Really what I deal with a lot of stress, brain fog, and I've gone to some the world's experts in this, and they say I have ADHD, severe ADHD actually, untreated, and that it lends itself to, I always knew I was different, my mind, the way it works, and people with ADHD can, true ADHD can kind of tell what I'm talking about, and it's very rampant in my family. People with ADHD, real ADHD, from what I understand, and I'm pretty new to this, so I'm not, but I've been to about 4 psychiatrists now who all agree. I've had brain scans that confirmed ADHD from the Amen Clinic. So the idea is that sorry, I'm trying to drive and navigate. The idea is that people with ADHD, if they take a stimulant, essentially parts of the prefrontal cortex have sort of like actual, they're not holes, they look like holes when they do the scans, but they're areas that just doesn't get blood flow, and then when they take a stimulant or concentrating on the task, they do the scan again, and those holes are filled in. And for those people, that is like a 100% proof, that they have that issue. I had that. It's very enlightening, and as a result, I was told pretty much all my problems, and then trauma can exacerbate ADHD symptoms. So complex PTSD with ADHD is a very bad combination. So anyway, so they wanted me. Everybody wants me to take, I need to get over. Everybody wants me to take these stimulants, and to me, I was so scared to take a stimulant. I've always taken central nervous system depressants, and I was really scared. And I've tried like small doses, but I never. I just became so scared. My anxiety was so bad, I just never could take even close to a therapeutic dose, which is kind of funny because everybody I know takes these things just to help them focus and study and for energy, and they're pretty benign for most people, very commonly used. And someone like me who actually probably needs it, well, what it does, it actually calms you down, and it can make you tired. My cousin, I'm not gonna say his name, but my cousin when I was younger used to be bouncing off the walls. I mean, just bouncing off the walls. And his parents, they put him on stimulants, Ritalin, and he actually became extremely calm. He was overly medicated because he was like drooling all over himself from Ritalin. This is a classic case of ADHD, because if you take a stimulant and it actually speeds you up, then you don't have ADHD, because the stimulant should fill in those holes in the prefrontal cortex, and what that does is allow your brain to calm down, which will bring you back down to what normal people feel, which would be a much quieter brain. So anyway, I've been trying with natural stuff, more natural things, without much success, but I did. So there's this medical food called Viarin. It's like a proprietary blend, and you can get it at a pharmacy with a prescription too, from proprietary blend of like DHA, which is like fish, found in fish oil, and phosphatidylserine, which actually really does help with a lot of things, and a couple other ingredients. And this complex has been clinically proven to help ADHD, but typically takes 8 to 10 weeks, not like a stimulant, which would help like instantly. Well, I've been on it now for about 8 weeks, and I've started to feel this, I don't know how to describe it often, almost an unwelcomed clarity, very empty, and I don't know if that's just because my mind is quieter now. It's a very hard thing to explain, because I feel on one end like more clear than I've felt in a long time, and then on the other end I'm feeling pretty tired and sort of depressed. So I don't really know. So anyway, so people that have treated with real ADHD, because I've seen people who say they have ADHD and then they take a stimulant and they're like, oh yeah, it gives me energy and it helps me get stuff done, and I'm just go. And I'm like, okay, based off of the actuality that I know, that's not ADHD. You're just a normal person, and you're boosting your catecholamines, and you're getting energy and clarity. It gives everybody that. So maybe what I'm experiencing is a turning point in ADHD, and it's just, if you've had it your whole life, 30 plus years, and your mind finally slows down, or you finally start feeling clear, it's almost like it's very hard. And I talk about this in my chronic pain channel too. Well, this is the same channel. When I was suffering with debilitating chronic pain for a very long time, and it finally stopped, it was weird because I'd be so depressed. I became so depressed because it's almost like Stockholm Syndrome. I was so used to that level of stress and fear, so when it went away, it was like my brain was just not jiving with the pain-free. Anything can cause withdrawal, and I was in withdrawal from pain. I was in withdrawal from pain. I mean, that's crazy, but like psychologically, your brain's like, okay, there's got to be a threat somewhere. I got to be, where's the pain at? Where's the pain at? And I really like kind of lost my identity. My identity now was pain. My identity was finding a solution. My identity was recovery for so long that I didn't really know, and still don't know, who I am without pain, or possibly without anxiety. I don't know who I would be without psychological and physical problems. That's sort of my companion, my sidekick. That person has been there my whole life. So I don't know if this inherently is just some type of transitional period, but I just feel clearer but more depressed, and I just wanted to see if anybody who has successfully treated actual ADHD experienced a similar thing. And I know a lot of y'all are gonna be like, what the hell, when I show you this. I quit smoking, and it was funny because I was talking to a girl at CVS for a while. I quit smoking like 8 years ago. Smoking and cigarettes are the most disgusting thing I could ever even imagine. My grandma smoked the day she died. My brother smokes. I used to smoke a lot. Like I said, I quit a long time ago. But I would never smoke again. You could probably put a gun to my head and I wouldn't smoke. That's how gross it is to me. But guess what I just did? I just went to CVS and I bought this. Nicotine CQ patch. And she was like, which strength do you want? And I said, I want the lowest strength. She's like, what step are you on? I was like, well, I'm on, it's so funny. I'm like, I'm stepping up. I was like, I got to start low and I got to go higher. It's just complete, people are like, whoa, 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 whoa. But I'm very much in the realm of doing a lot of research on cutting edge things for depression, anxiety, and ADHD that are outside of the box. And realizing this, when I quit smoking and drinking, that's when my life fell apart. And now that with this ADHD diagnosis, I had a friend who said, hey, you mentioned nicotine as a stimulant. I didn't know it was a stimulant. So I was probably treating my ADHD the whole time. So we start looking at studies, and they're actually developing drugs now to ping nicotinic receptors because they actually can heal, and not just mask, but heal anxiety and depression. So I may, as a possibility away from not cigarettes, I would never smoke, but away from stimulants, try nicotine, nicotine patch, and see how I feel. So that's something I might consider, because it's supposed to help with energy, anxiety, depression, and nicotine by itself is non-toxic and actually neuroprotective in some studies. So there's definitely different paradigms about it, and so anyway, just throwing some stuff out there. I'm gonna go on another run later because that definitely boosted my mood yesterday, and I will. I gotta get the groceries inside. I got some really nice grass-fed filet mignons. I'm trying to eat more red meat because I don't eat enough red meat. Another thing, people are like, "Oh, I'm getting healthy and I'm stopping red meat." Red meat is like one of the healthiest things you can eat. So I'm trying to eat more red meat. There's lots of iron, lots of good vitamins and nutrients. If you can eat grass-fed, high-quality red meat, you should definitely eat that at least 3 or 4 times a week, in conjunction with lots of vegetables and juices. So, and if you're really not, well, I can't do it, but the healthiest thing to do would be to eat organ meat. Anyway, alright, well, that's just an update on me, and I will see y'all around.